Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're still joined by head cross-country coach Gary Aycock. Coach, you now turn your attention to the Division II Southeast Region Championships at McAlpine Park in Charlotte, a course your team is very familiar with. The race will mark the third time in 2013 that you've competed in the event at this venue. Do you feel your team has an added advantage going into this race?
Sure, we knew that the region was going to be hosted at the McAlpine Park and definitely gave us a heads up on how to schedule our race and race venue. We shouldn't have any nervousness about the course. We know it very, very well. I think it is an advantage over those schools that would have to travel so far away to be able to practice and race on this course prior to the championship. So yeah, it definitely is an advantage to have had the chance to race it 3 times.
Well, what kind of motivation does it provide for your women's team that it will compete at the regional meet, especially against champions from 3 different conferences in Wingate, Flagler, and King?
Right. Well, you know, it's not something that is going to make them nervous at all, because each of the teams, it comes down to the region championship to determine, you know, the season take on the year. So having to face conference champions in that regional event, you know, it's not going to shake us up a bit, because we believe that we're still one of the best teams in the Southeast region and have a great chance of qualifying. So, you know, we look for the competition. We need the race to go out fast to end up in our favor.
Well, the same type of question on the men's side. What will it take for the team to pull ahead of PBC co-champions Columbus State and Georgia Regents University, as well as Mount Olive from Conference Carolinas and Mars Hill from the South Atlantic Conference, especially in a race that determines who qualifies for the NCAA championships?
You know, that's a tough task to be able to overcome. Definitely the depth and roster that those schools have. You know, we're running a squad of 7 to 8 men this year versus, you know, they have 10 to 12. So, you know, just the lack of depth is not going to help us in the region championships. But I feel that we know who we have to run with. We know who we have to beat. So ultimately, you know, if we meet those goals, you know, anything can happen.
Well, you're also the head track and field coach at UNCP, and a majority of your cross-country runners compete in distance events in track. First, is it a difficult transition for you to go from coaching 2 races in a cross-country meet to then coaching multiple specialties at one event? And second, what transitions and changes do your cross-country runners have to make in order to prepare themselves for spring track and field?
Well, you know, it's really not a big difference in the coaching approach with cross-country and track and field on competition day or championship day. We train the athletes in practice to compete like they would in the race or in the championships. So again, knowing that, you know, most of our coaching is done in the practice setting, and we just get back to see the fruits of the labor when the athletes, you know, toe the line at a track meet or a cross-country meet.
All right, well, thank you, Coach, so much. And that's it for this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report. Until next week, go Braves.